Close the debate on calendar number 5 as
Washington does nothing.
It is the responsibility of the United States Congress to come up with an immigration policy that grows the economy and strengthens our nation.
The federal government has dropped the ball.
States are left to deal with the reality of a failed immigration policy.
We can't deport.
Utah needs a balanced approach that demands accountability, strengthens the economy, and helps law enforcement to maintain public safety.
We've come up with something that could actually work.
In 2011, the Utah legislature created an immigration reform package to establish a workable solution.
The really dangerous criminals that are out there, how do we root them out to make society safer?
Allowing people of goodwill to step up and account for their actions.
This is a step to try to control what's going on, to try to get identification of people, to try to get them in compliance with laws.
This legislation provides a solution that protects the economy and the taxpayer.
It sends a message to the country that, first of all, we're going to treat the immigrant with a level of compassion, a level of respect, at the same time manage the problem.
We're, just as a state, trying to be a laboratory and give them a few examples of how perhaps they might look at Utah as a way that they might nationally improve the whole situation.
It's fine to stand up and just continually speak about being so patriotic without any real solutions. We have to have a solution. And we believe that this is a great way to at least open the door for it.
If we can bring the federal government to the table and get them to do their job, fantastic. And if not, then we acknowledge that there is a problem and we are not willing to stay with the status quo any longer.
It's a milestone on immigration.
The 2011 immigration-related bills passed by the Utah legislature and signed by Governor Gary Herbert are supported by many community organizations, such as the Chamber of Commerce.
This isn't just a chamber issue. This is a business issue.
Federal immigration laws.
The Sutherland Institute.
This is an opportunity now to take further steps in that direction, working with the federal government in our quest and our need to create a functional mechanism, a better way.
And religious organizations, including the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which said in a statement,
"The Church appreciates the package of bills that the legislature had passed, including House Bill 116. The Church feels that this package was a responsible attempt to address the principles outlined above."
Our presence here testifies to the fact that we are appreciative of what has happened in the legislature.
It sends a message that there are other alternatives besides the Arizona approach, which frankly is being challenged in the courts as well. And frankly, the polls is overwhelmingly in support of what we've done here.
Utah's immigration bills allow productive members of our community to come out of the shadows and continue working, while eliminating the black market for Social Security numbers and identity theft.
We're going to make sure we get rid of the criminals. We're going to make sure we clamp down on services, on employment benefits. On the other side, we're going to say, well, here's an opportunity for people that are here that want to work, to give them some opportunity to work, but also have some strict requirements.
This is not amnesty.
This bill is not amnesty.
Today, we have de facto amnesty in Utah. The failed federal policies provide no consequences to individuals who have violated immigration law.
And he took input.
Utah Republicans are showing a state can lead on national reform.
We appreciate diversity of views.
This is an issue that they did not run from, that they stood firm, they stepped forward, and they made tough decisions.
And we fully expect to keep moving forward with this in a way that's productive and allows us to manage the issue.
The Utah Attorney General's office has been in discussions with the White House as we work toward the program's implementation date in 2013.
The public demanded that we do something.
Unlike the current de facto amnesty, this program offers 2-year work permits to undocumented workers who pay a fine in upwards of $2,500. And they must have established a domicile in Utah prior to May 2011. This will keep additional undocumented workers from flocking to Utah. And unlike the current federal system, they must be fingerprinted, provide proof of health insurance, and not commit any serious crime.
To do nothing is to continue to perpetuate, number one, almost a subclass slave state of people who are here who cannot come and work above board. And also, it's not fiscally prudent or conservative in any way to say we're going to do enforcement only and we're going to round up 110,000 people and ship them home.
People that can't see beyond one end of the spectrum or the other are people that are unwilling to recognize that the United States is a land of opportunity and a nation of laws.
Part of the challenge that we forget about is that when we want to crack down on illegal immigrants, largely we're cracking down even harder on citizens.
We're hearing across the country hundreds of comments that have been made about, wow, what a statesmanship way to try to handle this. What a gracious way. What a compassionate way.
Join organizations and citizens across Utah to lend your voice of support to the Utah legislature and the governor for taking action and creating solutions to our immigration issues. HB116 is a model for the nation.